The first thing in the morning, your body tells you something. That thought isn't just in your head. It's a feeling that's part of who you are. It's when your joints feel tight when you first get out of bed, when your hips feel stiff after sitting for too long, and when your knees crackle when you stand. It's common for people to think that these whispers are just random signs of getting older. They know that these things will happen and that they can't stop them. So what if these feelings aren't just a fluke? What if they are a physical manifestation of an identity you have been carrying for far too long, an echo from your past, a precise signal your body is broadcasting to the universe? Maybe you're not just stiff in your joints, but also in your energy. There is more to this than just a theory. Science is only now starting to understand it. Researchers at places like Harvard Medical School say that this loss of fluidity in our bodies is one of the earliest and most accurate ways to tell how old we are biologically. The real secret, though, is not in our bodies. What it is in the quantum field. What if I told you there is an old 5-minute ritual that has been passed down through generations of monks, martial artists, and Taoist doctors? This ritual was meant to do more than just move the body. It was meant to change its energy. A ritual that modern fascia research now backs up, showing why it can help reverse stiffness, get rid of inflammation, and make your whole body feel incredibly young again. Joint coating is the name of this sacred act, but it is much more than just exercise. There is a set of deliberate, slow, and precise movements that send a new message or command deep into your cell's quantum information field. You can talk to your core self through it, which rehydrates the living network of your fascia and turns on your body's powerful, natural intelligence for healing. If you've ever felt like you were stuck in a body that felt older than your spirit, that tight feeling inside, that joint pain, then pay close attention. For 5 minutes, do this ritual. It will help your body align with a new reality, one where you can move with the ease and freedom of your younger self. You will not only learn how to do this ritual today, but also why it has the power to change everything on a quantum level. But first, you need to know why your body is holding on to the energy of old age and why it has nothing to do with how long you've been alive. Let us tell the truth. This body you woke up in today was built by the person you were yesterday. Your body is more than just a machine. It stores memories of the past. Each feeling, thought, and moment of fear, stress, or unresolved pain has been saved, not as a memory in your mind, but as a program in your cells. The way you feel sends chemical signals through your body. What you do becomes an unconscious habit that you can't break. This state of being becomes so normal for your body over time that it stops responding to the present moment and keeps replaying yesterday's reality. You are not stiff because of a condition. It is a broadcast. Being played over and over, it's the frequency of your old self. Dr. Joe Dispenza says that by the time we are 35, 95% of who we are is just a set of these programs we have learnt. A lot of what you think of as you is really just an unconscious identity running things. Your body also stores this identity, not just in your head. You can tell by the way you clench your jaw when you're scared or stressed, and how your hips tighten to protect yourself from things you think are dangerous. This is what's really hurting you. Recently, scientists at the University of Tsukuba found a physical shadow of this more fundamental energetic truth. They discovered that after age 25, the fascia starts to dry out. The fascia is the soft, crystalline connective tissue that wraps around all of your muscles, bones, and organs. When you're 45, this living network might be up to 25% less wet than it was when you were younger. Also, what happens to fascia that is dry? It acts like leather that is dry. It cracks, shrinks, gets tighter, and pulls everything inward. With each passing year, this is the physical reason why your posture starts to fall, your spine feels squished, and your range of motion gets smaller. However, there is a quantum secret that science is only now beginning to understand. This drying out is not just a physical process. It is caused by an energetic signal. The frequency of limitation, survival, and being stuck is being broadcast by your body. And the quantum field, which is a perfect reflection of your energy, makes a physical world that matches what you broadcast. A living, liquid, crystalline information system makes up your fascia, which is not just tissue. That's how your consciousness talks to your body, through this antenna. When you are scared, stressed, or anxious, your brain sends out electrical signals that are all over the place. Your heart sends out a magnetic field that doesn't make sense. When these frequencies reach your fascia, it responds by getting tighter, contracting, and squeezing the water that keeps you alive out of its own matrix. Feelings about how you look and feel about yourself are literally making your body weak and old. Researchers are now finding out the shocking truth. Most of the time, joint pain, stiffness, and trouble moving are not caused by problems with the bones or cartilage. This happens because the dry, stagnant fascia presses down on the nerves, stopping the flow of blood and life force, and keeping inflammation inside the body. This is why the usual ways of solving problems don't work very often. This is why stretching all the time doesn't get rid of the stiffness for good. This is the reason why hours of strength training don't help relieve the deep-seated stress. This is the reason why it can feel like you're fighting your own body even when you do yoga regularly. Because you are just moving the furniture around in the same old room until you change the underlying energetic signal or stop the broadcast of the old self. It's like you're trying to fix a body that looks exactly like your old identity with the mind of that identity. It won't work. From the same level of consciousness that made the problem, you can't solve it. On a quantum level, the real change has to take place. The information your body is getting needs to be changed. And that's exactly what the old ritual for coating joints was meant to do. In 2022, a group of fascia researchers made a discovery that proved what Taoist masters have known for hundreds of years. They discovered that your fascia acts like a living, smart sponge when you do certain micro movements, which are slow, circular, purpose-driven movements around your joints. It happens in the world of quantum biology. You are no longer just a body in motion with each slow, controlled, and aware movement. As an observer, you become them. And in quantum physics, the observer changes everything. This specific way of moving your joints sends a new, coherent signal through your liquid crystalline network as you pay close attention to them. Two really cool things are told to the fascia by this new signal. First, it has a strong hydrating effect, bringing water and other important fluids back into the tissue and making it look full again from the inside out. It makes your joints make more synovial fluid, which is the body's natural lubricant and lets your bones move smoothly. Second, this conscious movement wakes up fibroblasts, which are your fascia's own smart repair cells. They are told to start rebuilding and reorganizing the collagen matrix. You can think of these small movements as direct messages from your energy and intention to your joints telling them to heal themselves. You are consciously choosing to turn a new wave of possibilities into a reality that flows and is easy to deal with. As you step out of the timeline of your old, stiff self, you tune into the frequency of a healed, whole version of yourself who can move freely. If you're ready to stop fighting your body and start talking to it, please write these 2 words in the comments. The phrase, "I am listening." This is more than a comment. This is an energetic agreement. You communicate to your body that you are ready to make a new reality with it by sending a signal from your consciousness into the liquid crystalline matrix of your fascia. It's the first thing that needs to be done to change the conversation from one of pain to one of partnership. This is why the people of Okinawa, who have one of the world's longest life expectancies, can still move around like they're young well into their 90s and beyond. It's not just genes or food, it's a way of life. They start each day with gentle, flowing rituals that are essentially an energetic tuning procedure. They are practicing the very ideas of quantum alignment without realizing it. They choose every morning to become a vibrational match for health, for flow, for life itself. The same is true for Tai Chi masters. Their movements are like a living prayer. They are flow and coherence in motion. Monks high in the Himalayas have kept these arts of living a long time secret for thousands of years. Scientists are only now starting to use more advanced tools to prove something they knew to be true. They knew that you bring into your life what you are, not what you want. You can't keep the frequency of fear, stiffness, and resistance in your body and expect to live in a world of freedom, ease, and flow. The universe, in its perfect and impersonal wisdom, can only reflect back to you the signal you continuously broadcast. The data that supports this old wisdom are now being provided by modern biomechanics. A study from Stanford University found that this kind of fascia activation can make joints 30% more flexible in just 2 weeks, with just 5 minutes of it done every day. Another study found that after just 12 days of these controlled, conscious micro-movements, the chemicals that show inflammation dropped by 25%. The facts are clear. Your body can't help but follow your new energetic signature when you change your state of being from old, familiar patterns of survival to a new, coherent frequency of healing. The best way to see how energetic you are is to look at your body. People in the past didn't need to know biochemical terms like synovial fluid or fibroblasts. They talked in the language of spirit, energy, and life force. They had a deep understanding of the basic idea that we have mostly forgotten. Deliberate, conscious movement brings back youth. Not the calm of meditation, but the stillness of not moving and doing the same thing over and over again without realizing it is what speeds up decay. You have been living in that unconscious stillness, day after day, following the same old routine as your old self. You have let your body become a reminder of the past. You can make a different choice today, though. As an observer of that program, you can start to break it down for good. Let me take you to the misty mountains of Sichuan, China for a moment. This holy practice is said to have started there more than 1,200 years ago. Taoist doctors, who were very good at reading the subtle energies of the body and the universe, saw a deep and strange pattern there. The monks who lived the longest, healthiest, and most vital lives weren't always the ones who meditated the most, ate the fewest foods, or were the best at martial arts. The monks who did a small, strange, and beautiful ritual every morning were the ones who gave off an unmistakable glow of longevity and moved with a grace that belied their years. They did what they called the ritual of the 5 gates before they spoke or ate their first word. This was done before their conscious mind could fully engage and pull them back into the story of yesterday. It was easy. 5 basic circular movements that lasted only 5 minutes and focused on the 5 main joints that they thought controlled the flow of energy, or qi, through the body. The knees, the hips, the spine, and the shoulders made up these 5 gates. Their ideas came from a deep, intuitive understanding of how quantum reality works. They thought that energy, information, and life force could flow freely through the body's meridian system as long as these gates were open. When energy flows, inflammation goes away like water. All cells get nutrients, and it feels completely natural to move. The whole system stops moving, though, when these gates start to close because of the energetic residue of past traumas, stress, and fear. Being stuck in one place is the real start of getting older. The monks didn't see each joint as a simple hinge. They saw each one as a living doorway that held a holy code. They knew that when they did these specific patterns of tiny movements, they were talking to the body in a way that it could understand. In their minds, they were telling the body to heal itself and remember its divine plan for perfect health. In the early 1900s, when Western explorers first went to these remote areas, they were amazed to hear that monks in their 80s and 90s were moving like they were teenagers. They saw bodies that were not stiff or physically declining, and there were no signs of joint degeneration, which was thought to be a given in the West. Today, fascia scientists talk about the hydration repair cycle. In the past, monks used breath to wash their joints. Take that lovely phrase to heart. It is not a mechanical action. It is a process of cleaning and making pure. The breath is the wave that carries your intention, the new, clear information that you are sending to your body. This washing is a holy process that breaks down the energetic signature of your past self that has become solid in your connective tissue. It's not like moving a joint. Your life force is being freed. If this ancient wisdom stirs something deep inside you, a truth that your soul knows, then I invite you to make this connection last forever. You can think of this as more than just a channel. It's a frequency and an energetic space that we are creating together. You do more than just click a button when you subscribe. There is no doubt that you want to tune your energy field to this broadcast of awakening. You are telling the universe that you want to stay in sync with this stream of transformative energy so that you never miss a message that is meant for your timeline. To lock in your frequency and stay in the flow, click that subscribe button right now. Now, you're about to learn the exact 5-minute routine that these masters did every morning. Please don't think of this as a workout, but as a ceremony. This can be done anywhere. There is no need for complicated equipment or instructions. You don't even have to stretch. It's about making small, circular movements slowly and on purpose that unlock your body's own quantum repair blueprint. For about 1 minute, you should do each movement that goes with one of the 5 gates. We are going to go through this together, not just as a list of steps, but as a journey into your own body's energy. That's it for the first gate. The gate of flow is ankle spirals. We start with the base. Just lift one foot off the ground a little so it can move around. Now, with your loving attention focused on the present moment, start making slow, deliberate circles with your ankle. Take your time with this. Feel how the movement goes all the way around in a circle. Go 20 times around in a clockwise direction, and then 20 times around anti-clockwise. After that, slowly switch to the other foot and do it again. Know what's going on at the quantum level as you do this. Your feet are linked to the earth energetically. They are the roots that hold you down and give you stability. When you're scared or uncertain, the fascia in your feet and ankles gets tight. This energetically cuts you off from this source of power. There is a strong message behind this movement. Because you are aware of it, you are stopping the old signal of being stuck or frozen by fear. This gentle spiraling motion sets off a powerful muscular and fascial pump that starts to drain stuck energy and inflammation up through the legs. What's more, it rehydrates your whole energetic base from the ground up. When you circle your ankle, you're not just moving it around. You're telling the universe, I'm free from the past. I'm ready to go with the flow of life. I've chosen a new timeline with smooth transitions. You can feel the energy starting to move. You can feel a warmth rising from the bottom of your feet. For the second gate, do knee circles. This is the gate of stability. Make sure your feet touch each other. Put your hands gently on your knees, but don't press down on them. Instead, use them as a loving focal point and a way to direct your energy. Now bend your knees a little and start drawing slow, small circles, first going clockwise and then anti-clockwise. This movement is very good for knee health because it restores the synovial fluid and gently loosens up the joint capsule. The energetic signal you broadcast is where its true power lies. From an energetic point of view, the knees show how we can bend, be flexible, give up, and move on to the next thing. As a physical sign, stiff knees often mean that you don't want to change or are afraid of what the future holds. Because of that fear, the nervous system sends a jumbled message that makes the joint lock down as a safety measure. That old survival program is being turned off by these slow, deliberate circles. You are sending a clear, calming message to the amygdala, which is the part of your brain that controls fear. It's safe to be flexible. You're telling them without speaking. It's safe to give up. It's safe to go into the unknown. This message changes your body's autonomic nervous system from fight or flight to rest and digest. This is the only state that allows for deep healing and regeneration. Not only are you lubricating a joint, but you are also setting up the neurological and energetic conditions for deep stability and trust to become your new state of being. The third gate is hip circles, which are the gate of youth. Feel the solid structure of your pelvis by putting your hands on your hips. This is the power center of your body. Now flex your knees a little and use your hips to make slow, wide, luxurious circles, as if you were polishing the inside of your hip sockets. First go one way, then the other. People say that this movement can reverse stiffness in the lower back and release tension in the pelvis, which is often seen as the main cause of an aging posture that happens too quickly. Let's go further, though. The hips are where most of our emotions are stored. This is where the most dense energy of your old self is stored. The grief you haven't dealt with, the guilt, the shame, and the fear that you're not good enough. It's not just your body making your hips feel tight. It's also the energetic armor you made a long time ago to protect yourself from pain. It keeps track of every time you got ready for impact, every time you felt rejected, and every time you chose to play it safe. So this movement is nothing less than a holy ceremony for freedom. Rotating your hips in a circle does more than just loosen up a ball and socket joint. It also dissolves the energetic armor of your past with love. You are letting your body let go of the stories, wounds, and identities you have been carrying for years, maybe even decades, with each rotation. You are letting go of the weight that has been putting pressure on your spine and making your posture bad. A new frequency of openness, freedom, and self-worth is being broadcast from your very core by you. You are connecting with the version of yourself that doesn't carry the weight of the past with them when they go out into the world. Instead, they carry the light, sure, and honest energy of their true selves. Here is the key to getting back the posture of your youth. Now is the time to make a choice. The moment when you decide whether to keep carrying that weight or put it down for good. Take a moment to read the comments if you want to choose freedom. you should write this strong statement: I am releasing. As you type those words, feel how true they are. You send a digital ripple into the quantum field with this action, which is a ceremony in and of itself. It confirms your choice to let go of the identity that was built on pain and make room for your true self to emerge. The spinal wave is the fourth gate, which is the gate of life. Now we'll talk about your spine, which is the main channel of your being and the river of life. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart, knees soft. For a moment, picture that your spine is not a stack of stiff bones, but a smooth, flowing stream of water or a beautiful bamboo stalk that sways in the wind. Roll your spine forward in a gentle, wave-like motion while tucking your chin in. Then, slowly roll your spine back up and arch it a little, vertebra by vertebra. This is not a stretch. It is an undulation. Life itself moves in this way. Your spine is the great information highway of your body. It's home to the central nervous system, which is how the programs of your old self are constantly being sent to your body. There is an electrical signal that goes down this pathway every time you have a thought, feeling, or reaction that is similar to the old identity, such as worry, doubt, or fear. The feeling of being stuck or locked in your body is the body's way of sending these unconscious signals over and over again. This soft, loving wave motion is a powerful break in that old broadcast. Through your whole nervous system, you are sending a new, smooth, coherent signal. By consciously releasing pressure on the vertebrae, you not only feel better physically, but you also increase the flow of cerebral spinal fluid, which bathes and feeds your brain and spinal cord. In ancient times, this fluid was thought to carry consciousness itself. When you do this movement, you are putting new energy into your central nervous system. By getting rid of the static from the past, you make a clean channel for the energy of your higher self to flow through you. You are changing from a rigid representation of your past to a flexible expression of the present. With each wave, you break down the neural pathways that connect to your old identity and create new ones that connect to life, grace, and flow. This is the feeling of true liberation. It is the energy of your higher self, no longer blocked by the static of the past. If you can feel this shift, even slightly, I want you to anchor it right now. In the comments below, write the declaration: My energy is flowing. This isn't just a statement, it's an activation. That's the fifth gate, which is shoulder spirals. It's the energy gate. Here we are at last at the shoulders. Lift your arms slowly out to the sides, making it look like you're holding two big, invisible spheres of light. Now, start drawing small, slow, deliberate circles from your shoulder joint. Move in a way that is smooth, controlled, and deeply felt. Move them forward and then backward. We let go of the energetic weights of our lives at this last gate. Take a moment to think about what you've been carrying, the weight of your own hopes and dreams, the importance of what other people say, the weight of fear and regret from the past and the future. Your old identity, the one you made to stay alive, thinks it needs to carry all of this to stay safe. Also, where does your body physically store all of this weight? In your shoulders, neck, and upper back. Those constant stiffnesses and knots you can't seem to get rid of are these energetic burdens crystallizing in your body. You wear them when you feel like you have to do everything by yourself. Slowly spiraling your shoulders in this way is a deliberate way to let go. They let the universe know that you are letting go of your worries. The upper body's lymphatic drainage system is turned on by this movement. This system gets rid of toxins and metabolic waste, So much more is being cleared on an energetic level, though. You are getting rid of the heavy, stuck energy of struggle and responsibility. You are making room. As you circle your shoulders, picture all that heavy energy melting away, becoming light, and flowing away from you without any trouble. Feel the lightness that starts to show up where it used to be. There is more to this than just working out your rotator cuff. It is a ceremony of freedom. The one who carries the world is becoming the one who is supported by the universe. You are letting go of the need to control, strive, and protect, and entering a state of being that is open, free, and receptive. The entire quantum field is listening as you broadcast a brand new signal of trust. For 5 minutes. 5 gates. Your body's energetic and hydration cycles will be completely reset. You just talk to your body in the language it speaks best. The language of loving attention, conscious movement, and quantum possibility. But this is where the real magic happens. This simple ritual turns into a powerful force for change. If you do this every day, your body, your energy, and even your reality will start to change at a speed that will amaze you. It's not a slow, straight line of progress. It's a quantum leap. Let's talk about what this journey will feel like, not just physically, but also in your soul. You will feel a difference the very first day you do this ritual. It will start out subtle but be clear right away. You'll feel better. It will feel like a switch has been flipped in a system that has been locked up for years. Your joints will feel like they have been oiled from the inside. This is what the quantum field does right now. The energy within you changes the instant you stop sending the old, jumbled broadcast of stiffness and start sending a new, coherent signal of deliberate movement. You have changed your information field, but not your biology yet. And the fact that you feel lighter is the first physical sign that your world is responding to your new frequency. Something very interesting will happen by the end of the first week. You will no longer feel as stiff in the morning, and the heavy, squished feeling in your hips and lower back will have gone away completely. You'll start to feel more whole and integrated when you wake up. If there is a real neurological shift, this is the first sign. By doing this ritual for 7 days in a row, you have started to weaken the neural pathways that connect you to your old self. Your brain is getting used to a new pattern. Your body is starting to believe that it doesn't have to wake up in a state of alarm, ready for the threats to its survival from yesterday. Your body is beginning to get clean from the stress hormones that kept you stuck in that old pattern. You are starting to lose control over the old program. The change gets stronger after 2 weeks of consistent practice. It's now easy for the inflammation that was stuck in your body to leave. It will become easier to move in ways that used to feel strained. You will start to notice that your posture is getting better on its own, not because you are forcing it, but because the energetic cause has been dealt with. Since you're not carrying the weight of your old identity anymore, your body doesn't need to show that it does. This is how the observer effect works. You are creating a new reality by looking at your body over and over again from a place of love and healing. You are no longer seeing a reality of pain and compression in the quantum field. It is starting to resemble your new state of being in terms of coherence, fluidity, and openness. And after 30 days, the change is clear. You have changed more than just a habit. You have changed who you are. You feel younger, more free, and like your range of motion is bigger. You walk with less effort. Your hips are strong and open. You can bend and move your spine freely. The pain in your knees has gone away. Your joints really feel alive. On a deep, cellular level, you have set up the hydration repair cycle again. More than that, though, you have changed the way your brain works and set your nervous system to a new frequency. There is truth to the claim that many people who finish this 30-day journey feel 10 to 20 years younger. It's the direct, sensory experience of what it's like to live in a body that isn't a record of the past, but something that you choose to be in the present. You're no longer identifying with the fear-based and limited version of yourself. Instead, you've chosen to be with the creator-aware version of yourself. This ritual works because it gives your body and soul back what they've been missing: water, flexibility, blood flow, and the free flow of life force energy. It's not magic. It has to do with physics. A new reality is being made by your consciousness working with your body. You have the power to make this story come true. You are going to meet the timeline. As soon as you fully understand this, the change speeds up. You should make your presence known in the energetic field if this picture of your future self feels right to you. Just write this simple but powerful truth in the comments. I am becoming. This will be your signature. A statement that you are no longer identifying with the past and are instead stepping into the frequency of your healed, vibrant, and youthful self right now. Not only to me, but also to yourself. I want you to promise, and a promise to spend these 5 minutes every day for 30 days straight. Declare your intention. This will make your promise real, ground it in the real world, and send a clear message to the universe. Leave a comment below and type, Day 1. That's not all. This is also for accountability. In the language of quantum physics, this is an act of collapsing a wave of potential. As an observer, it is you who picks a new timeline. It is a powerful declaration that you are no longer available for yesterday's reality. It has been shown that making a public promise increases follow-through by more than 60%. But the energetic effect of a promise is even stronger. You are joining a group of thousands of other souls who have also decided to change their energy, posture, and mobility. You are adding your frequency to a strong healing wave that is moving around the world. Old age doesn't make your body stiff. Get rid of that old story right now. Your body is stiff because it is thirsty and squished, and it has been waiting patiently for you, its loving consciousness, to turn on the divine system that will heal it. Begin right now. Your joints, cells, and even atoms will start to remember what the frequency of youth feels like after 5 minutes and 5 gates. As this journey comes to an end for today, I want to leave you with one last important truth. The youth you want is not something you've lost and are now desperately trying to get back. It's still there. It's a frequency, a state of being, and a fact that you already have in the infinite quantum field. It's the version of you that is already free, moving, and full of life force. That copy has never been hacked. It has never been hurt. It has been patiently waiting for you to turn it on. This holy ritual is not about starting over and making you a new person. It's a way to remember things. It is a way to slowly remove the layers of conditioning, the energetic armor, the false identities, and the physical stiffness until you are left with the radiant, fluid, and powerful truth of who you have always been. Your youth is not the past. It's in your very being. If this transmission has hit home for you, I'd like to invite you to take part in one last energetic exchange. It's more than just feedback to like this video. It's an act of quantum coherence. When you press that button, you send a signal of resonance back into the field. This frequency is amplified in your body, and the healing codes you just received are locked in place. You can think of it as a quantum amen to your change. Send this message to other people if you feel called to be a beacon of this light for them. Sharing extends this energetic field rather than merely sending a link. You are sending out a ripple of coherence that will draw to you the people who are vibrating at the same frequency as you. This will create a potent group for healing and awakening. Your new group is ready for you to send the signal. Start the process of coating your joints tonight. Start to remember what you did. I'll see you tomorrow when we'll talk about the ancient standing breath, which speeds up this whole thing and enables cellular regeneration and coherence at even higher levels. You have only just begun your journey into the quantum reality of your own body. You're not being told to work harder by the universe. It's just waiting for you to change how you listen to it.